All right, so I started this and then took a break because it's quite, you know, they're all fairly long, even before you start chopping things up. And then came back and found that it didn't quite save the way it was supposed to. I came upon misfortune, but it's okay because I have no follow up to that. The point is we continue. So I'm restarting it from wherever the hell I landed, and which I think was almost near the end, and I don't want to think too much about that. But I'm going to just start from the beginning. I'm going to take this again. So yeah, I don't remember what last time we were here. We went to the Anarch domain with a mem and we found Hazel's supposed to be dead child. Turns out her child did not actually die, and the child just changed her name to Rafa, is really fucking hot, and now works as like the tech whiz for the Anarchs, like the head of the Crotery. Like he really climbed up the little stair, didn't he? Just like his mama. Anyways, he's there. We're able to convince him and another coterie head to join us in our. Oh, I guess it didn't refresh. It didn't restart. Yeah. To join us in our fight, but at the very end, I had the option to choose between helping out the Anarchs, or bringing the Anarchs on board, or my other option was, I'm forgetting for some reason, blanking, just leaving and doing it by myself. And I was like, if I have the option between what I know is a suicide mission for the Anarchs and just making it a suicide mission for a mem, I mean, honestly, what really tipped me over the edge was the idea of putting Rafa back in a situation with the full understanding that he was very well going to die, and if not die there, then get found out by Hazel that he is still alive, and if she survives that night, then she probably go after him. And even if she didn't survive the night, like a shit ton of his people would have died, and so he would have come after a mem if she survived. Like, it was a whole thing. I felt like Rafa's been through enough. I don't want to put Rafa through any more. So I decided Mem's gonna go in it alone, and she walked in her cute ass romper. She walked out of the Anarch domain. So now we're on Long Island, and we're about to undergo we're going to attempt an assassination of Inquisition leader or whatever, Stanford, with Galeb. But before we do that, a message from our sponsor. No, before we do that, I'm gonna throw out some XP points. See if I can remember what I did last time. I'm not sure if I can. Recap. Initially, in the first round, I'd up security and technology, but then I realized I don't really use these because I don't like using my willpower if I can find a key, and so I usually try to find a key, and I usually get the key. I think I also have like a crap ton of electric cards and lockpicks. I don't know how those play into this, but like, because I've never had to break into anything because I always find a key. I like finding keys because they don't cost me willpower. So I instead of getting one of these, I decided to put that money into intimidation. I think before I'd done physical, but then this time it cost me 65 and I didn't have enough points. So I did have enough to get into level 2 of intimidation. So I put it into intimidation. I put one into education because I don't like my players being stupid. It's weird. I don't like it. I upped Galeb's social. I really wanted to up the rhetoric because I feel like he should be better at speaking, but I decided to go with the social instead and try to hit, make both of these a little bit easier. Or at least they cost less at the very least. Psychology was free this time around. Yeah, it was psychology. Look, psychology is free this time around because of, I guess it was because of some modifier. Was it a resonance or something? Maybe it was a bonus. But anyways, and the last thing I did was I grabbed level I grabbed, I guess one of level 3s of fortitude. Iron Will. It was a competition between these two, and I feel like if I grab this one, if I grab this one, I have enough to probably get more of these. But I'm not as pressed about the thirst thing as I am about having Galeb be dominated, especially in this situation. I don't, because this is actively like a combat situation. I'm actually going to assassinate a person, and that freaks me out. So I think putting Galeb in a position where he is protected against, because Richard is down there, and Richard's psychology and I think persuasion, is that even one? That's not one, is it? It is. Richard's psychology and persuasion, like, they're fairly high. I don't want to bump into Richard and have to deal with his shit. Wait a second. What happened? That's weird. This was 25 before. And now it's 45. Is there a glitch? If there is, I'm not telling anyone. I'm taking it. What do you mean? Who here? Okay, these 3 can all go up by 1. I'm not super pressed by his persuasion because I feel like intimidation. But again, I'm not really trying to. Yeah, okay. And the last thing I did was just now technology. Thanks for the free points. I don't even know. Maybe I did the math wrong. Look, bro, I'm not complaining.
Put him in there. Gently. We'll deal with him tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. He's honestly lucky that there's no one around. Oof.
Delson wasn't wrong. Now, how to find Stanford.
Ooh. Let me make sure those things landed correctly. Okay, I still got Iron Will. Still got... Yep, everything looks correct. Oh, there were some codex things that... Were there codex things? I don't think so, actually. Because I already read all of these, and we know what Trajax is. Trajax. Oh yeah, I saw this. Apparently the Anarchs, they hide messages in their street art. Codes, symbols, etc. Okay, I feel like I'm done. Alright, let's hop back into the game. So, one thing I noticed while I was editing a mem.
There's something flashing under their skin.
So that must be the implant that we heard about in Leisha's turn when we're doing Leisha's, and they were like, I need to scan your implant before I let you through. And we're like, skirt? I don't know why I figured it would be on their neck or something, but it's in there. It's actually in their oh, there's one. It's actually in their hand. Examine?
An implant. They must have taken that from a corpse.
That one maybe, and then we're gonna take it.
This implant could be useful.
Okay. Alright, so one thing I noticed while I was editing a mems was that I missed things that were on the ground because I never really had the camera angled down, and I'd walk by something, it would flash on the ground, and then I just wouldn't see it. Okay, Operation Swansong, security clearance. So now I'm trying to be careful and watch the ground. Security clearance implant. The SAD security clearance implant system is designed to make access to the base on Long Island more secure and organized. Upon arrival, each member of the organization receives a subcutaneous implant on their right hand. See installing an implant. This implant has a unique identification number and a security clearance that corresponds to your rank. The level can be updated to the organization chart change. If the organization chart changes, see updating an implant. The implants contain personal data about the user, first and last name, date of arrival. They also allow us to monitor vital functions and real-time location using a GPS tracking system. If the implant blinks, this means it is not working. Please contact the technical department to resolve the issue as soon as possible. Installing an implant. Place your forearm in the designated slot. Do not move while the implant is inserted. Wait a few seconds until the implant stops blinking. When the implant stops blinking, it is operational. Note, once the implant is inserted under the skin, it will be powered by the electrical energy contained in the human body. If your implant flashes rapidly, please contact a technician. So, one thing I said when I first ran this was like, I'm not sure if the human body generates enough electrical energy to power any device, big or small. Like, I'm pretty sure I read something about how like we don't generate that much electricity. But I could be wrong, or maybe technology's advances. I heard that. I don't know, but that one was like, is this true? Y'all just fucking around with me right now. Updating an implant. Place the implants to be updated on the stand on the right. Place the implant with the clearance level to be duplicated on the stand on the left. Wait a few seconds. When both implants blink the same color, the update is complete. Note, the implants use NFC chips and must be in direct contact with the stands. Okay, this one's empty. Can I close this? No. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. So here's the place where the implants do the thing. Various implant state. 1. Blinking light. The implant is malfunctioning or not powered correctly. 2. Maybe you're deceased. 2. Steady light. The implant is communicating with another device or has just been updated. 3. No light. The implant is working correctly. Okay. So this is the implant station, and I have one now. But before I go there, let me finish my look around. Okay, there's nothing there. I'm gonna walk. Ooh, it's a little bit of a situation. I'm gonna walk across the wall, looking for anything new, anything popping up. Look at the little chart, and then I don't think there's anything on this side either. So let's take a look.
That's not very discreet.
It's really not. It's like, won't people... Do y'all have families?
That's not very discreet.
Won't your, I don't know, wife or husband or non-binary partner...
That's not very discreet.
Be like, hey babe, honey, sweetheart, darling, why is your hand blinking while we're trying to... Special Affairs Division. Like, you should turn off the lights for a reason. Got this dude. Oh, again, I guess if the person's implant is functioning properly, then it wouldn't be blinking. Never mind. But if your partner holds your hand, they're like, why is your hand lumpy? What's going on here? What's happening? Why is your hand a little lumpy? Special Affairs Division. Agents killed in action. Blue Squadron. Autopsy status on hold. Urgent. So here are the IDs and the names of the people who have been killed in action. They're the ones with the blue ones. That's interesting, because that means this guy, that guy, and that guy are Blue Squadron. But this guy has a green one. Which my first thought was, like, there's a scalpel right there. I could take that scalpel and do a little cut. Like, he dead. He's not gonna be pressed. He won't care. Alright, inspect. Let's do the, let's examine.
I've never seen a machine like that.
The needle looks a bit small for the implant that I picked up. Implant installation not possible. Add implant in the reserve. Let's examine.
A slot for what would appear to be a small card.
Was it a card? What I picked up I thought it looked more like a pill.
It's a perfect fit.
Okay, I guess maybe I'm wrong, clearly.
Let's see how it works.
Galeb.
There. I've got an implant. But it's blinking.
Don't tell me you're over here just like, yeah, it's blinking because you're dead, my guy. It needs a body electrical current for it to work. That comes from the human body, whatever.
Clearance implant required.
That doesn't work on corpses.
No.
I can fix that.
Ooh, you got a little tan.
They don't know everything about us yet.
That's good. It's good that Richard's keeping his mouth shut. I forgot to turn on all specs, but it looks like I didn't miss anything here. Okay, it's good to know that Richard isn't just blabbing about everything.
In 1870, Long Island was a hospital for chronically ill patients. What do they use it for now?
It's an exit. Pretty... Oh, I'm also walking. Like, what am I doing walking? Come on. And... It's been a few days since I played this, so I kind of forgot.
Disappointing. They haven't been used for years.
So I guess you probably shouldn't do anything.
Vaccination campaign from 1988. There must have been more traffic here back then. They don't appear to use this area. How strange. This looks like an implant scanner.
Higher clearance required.
Oh.
Restricted access. Interesting.
I mean, that dude in the thing has a green one. I feel like I should be able to...
Hey!
Scalp him.
Who are you? You shouldn't be on this floor.
You don't know that?
Identify yourself immediately, or I'm calling security.
You ain't gonna do shit. I'm not gonna kill her.
It's entirely normal for me to be here. You have nothing to worry about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little stressed out. Usually the men in suits stay downstairs. But you seem different. In a good way. Not like those Vatican guys, but I shouldn't say anything.
Let's see if we can get her to trust me. Should I take this risk on 65? It's not a bad chance. It's still more than a majority. Or should I? Because here's my only issue with Galeb is the fact that he doesn't. I found one coin here. I don't remember where I found it, but I know there's one coin here at least. I hope there's more than one because he's got no coins on him right now. I used all of them unnecessarily the last time I played him because I didn't even need them in the end. I don't remember why exactly, but I just ran through them thinking there was going to be a confrontation and then there wasn't. And I was like, bitch, I just used up all my coins for no reason. So now he's got no coins. But there is one around here somewhere, and hopefully that'll. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take that 65 and see if I get lucky. Come on, lucky. Come on. Yes! Yay! I failed the last time.
You seem nervous. Is everything all right?
Not really. Ever since those nut jobs took over, they've been acting like they run the place. Without a red implant, you can't do anything around here anymore. And I don't think your colleagues appreciate being kept in the dark. Before they came here and changed everything, it was actually pretty simple.
What did they change?
What do you mean?
Now there are tons more clearance levels. They're really proud of that downstairs. But the truth is, there are tons of errors all the time, and everyone has to update their implants constantly.
Is that why mine doesn't work on the closet?
Is that the first time it's happened to you? Unbelievable!
What do I need to do?
Just like everyone else, we're following procedure.
It looks good with a little sun. What do I need to do? Oh, she focused. It's okay, I was about to say it's still pretty high.
My question isn't about the protocol, but what you can do to help a colleague in need.
Yeah, I get it. I've got a bunch of green implants in the safe in my office. The code is 423. You can take one, but you have to remember to bring it back.
I know how it works. I'm not gonna ask her.
Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, and I got 2 willpowers back. Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna check here and then I'm gonna grab it.
Where did I put that file?
Oh yeah, this was her log. It wasn't anything super interesting, I don't think. At least not to me anyway. That's where it is, but I want to check back here first because I didn't get the chance to look back here before. Locked. Who knows, it's an old place, maybe I'll find a key. I mean a ring. I mean a coin. Stop measles with just 1 shot. Vaccination is free for all children between 1 and 15 who have not had measles or been previously immunized against it. Ask your doctor or health clinic now. Well, you heard the poster, folks. Oh, Premier concoction. What does that do for Galeb, I wonder? Okay, so this just eliminates hunger. That's cool. That's actually good to have. I'm glad I came through here. If there was nothing back here, I would have been pretty pissed off. Like, what was the point? Come on, give me a soda. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and enter the code. I'm glad this is here because I sure forgot. I sure forgot.
Here are the implants.
So this is what
Blue
I
implants.
have.
I have one already.
This is what I
No red implants.
need because...
They're reserved for the Society of St. Leopold.
Exactly. They have the highest clearance, which means they'll probably be the ones that get me to him. See, look, it looks like a little pill.
Here are the green implants.
And this will get me upstairs. Soldier admin. Interesting. So, soldiers aren't allowed upstairs. Oh yeah, no, that isn't right. I need to go here. Let's go ahead and update that.
Let's see what that opens for me.
And now I should be able to get upstairs. And... or downstairs. I think it's actually downstairs.
Good. Let's see where this takes me.
Alright, everyone. Act normal. Act normal. Be normal. Act normal. Don't be
This base
suspicious.
is bigger
Act
than I
normal.
thought. It's
Whoa.
not going to be that easy to find Stanford.
Let me stand back. Stand back! Stand back, stand back, stand back. Alright, we're 2 floors down. Let's see. I love him in this suit. My god, is he just dapper. I'm gonna brush off his shoulder.
Don't move!
Is that a crossbow?
Easy there, soldier. I've got to...
On your knees! Hands behind your head!
Okay, first of all, that's not. I always thought that was a gun. That is a crossbow. So I guess stick. So they just assume everyone that walks in is a vampire. What if it's just? I guess a stake will kill a human being as easily as it'll kill a vampire. So they're like, might as well stake up everyone. That's 1. 2. At least let me like scan my arm. Why do you assume that I'm the bad guy here? Like you're not even giving me an opportunity to scan first. You're just like, yo, on my knees, give it up, blah, 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 blah. Like, sir. I have an implant. At least check for my implant first. Man's got a 0. I should be able to take him on either of these. I know what happens. I've already done this. And I did dominate the first time. So I'm going to do presence this time because it's fun to do different things. Oh, I failed. Oh, yeah. Because
You don't
you
know
always fail.
who you're dealing with.
On your knees, I said! Now!
Even
Resisted? How?
Galeb kind of jumped a little bit. He was like, screw, whoa. Whoa. Yeah, my intimidation is always higher than my persuasion. I'm not gonna move towards him because this man will shoot me. Like, the way he's acting, this man's trigger happy. Fuck. He will resist me. Whoa. Oh no. That is not great. Oh! Ooh, I was like, that's not a good percentage.
When Stanford learns that his colleague was held up, he'll want to know who was responsible for it.
Could the game have ended just now?
Stanford! Scan your implant.
Why didn't you just have me do that first? I don't understand what all of this was about. Why didn't you just have me scan my implant before anything else? You over here screaming like a little bitch.
Are we all right?
Yeah.
Punk ass.
Next time, let me know.
Like you gave me a
That was close. I'll have to be careful.
Like you gave me the chance to let you know. You were just screaming. I walk off the elevator and you immediately start shouting.
It's much larger than I thought.
Okay, I don't know what. I thought that was a door there. You immediately started shouting. Fuck you. I guess, are they like worried that vampires are gonna come in any second? I guess if you're like this, you'd probably be fairly paranoid.
Unbelievable. Fucking implants. Yeah, it's me again. I can't get into anything.
Okay, I can't
I'm telling you, the database is locked. If I keep it up, I'll block the entire system. Sorry, I don't see what else I can do to help you. I'd ask Stanford himself, but he's not on this floor.
Interesting.
The archives? You think so? Maybe. I'll take a look. Well, if I could open the door.
I wonder what that guy's looking for. Agent Ford. Let's start at the back and work our way to the front. Okay. Looks like you should be able to scan here, but...
An implant database. If it were unlocked, I could locate Stanford. But I would need a red implant to do that. One from the Society of St. Leopold. What do these symbols mean?
So, green and blues for government agency, regular people. That's what we've got right now, is green. What we need is Society of St. Leopold clearance 3. However, there's 3 different types, which did nobody tell us about. And they each open a different thing. So we're trying to get to Walter Stanford. This one, I'm gonna call this Spider. Will give us GPS, and that's what we... Oh, no. Will give us status, and we don't need status. We don't need to know how Walter is doing. The next one, I'm going to call it Minion, because it looks like a circle with legs, and the minions are pill-shaped. So,
I'm getting tired.
Minion will tell us when it was last used. And then Square, this is what we need, will show us the GPS location. So we need to find the person, find someone with a red implant, Square. And then once we have that implant, we can do this thing. And it'll give us the GPS location of Walter Stanford, and we'll be able to find his ass. Oh my god, why is this so zoomed in? Clinic, treasure, Pyre.
Yeah, but you have to
This
put
is where
everything
we
back
are.
the way it was, otherwise the security blocks everything. I'll take care of it, but I have to finish this first.
Very practical.
That's why we do our tests in the middle of the night.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're in a hurry, you can take a look.
I'll wait.
Okay, just wanted to let him finish talking. They call it a manipulation unit. That's not what that is, at least not from what I saw. Okay. It's prison elevator. So we can go downstairs to the prison and see who's down there. If I didn't already know what they'd done with Jira.
I'm getting tired.
Pyre, shooting range, control room, workroom, barrel room. And then there's the consultation room, conservation room. So
3 members of the Society of St. Leopold are in charge on this floor. Faverone, Menneh, and Gallagher.
So Faverone is a clinic manager, so she'll be in a clinic. Menneh is the treasure department manager, so he'll be in the treasure. I think it should be treasury. And Gallagher is the Pyre manager, so she'll be in the Pyre. So it's very
All that for nothing.
quick way to let us know exactly who needs to, like, where we need to go for what. Let's go ahead and read this. This is just introducing them, the new people. Pleased to welcome Heveron, Menneh, and Gallagher for their posts. I'm picking it up though. Not because I don't want to read it again. I already read it. Not because I need it. I just want to take it. Okay, I think that's it.
This appears to be from the last century.
Right. So, I don't know if y'all heard the last thing, but basically the guy was saying that you need to return this back to standard for it to, like, work. And standard is system standard LVA alternative current. So we go to LVA, that's this alternative current is 220 voltage. And so we need to get this to say 220 by...
I'm getting tired.
Shut up! By using
That
these.
changed the number
I don't
that's
remember which ones I
displayed.
turned off. But one of these was like 20. Okay, 205. So now we just need 15. No, let's see if any of these are 15. Oh. Actually, you know what? If we... I don't remember how I did this last time. I think...
All that?
I figured it out eventually. But this is 120. Oh, that's a 15. That's 15. 15... That's a 5, 25, that's 200, and then we need a 5. Okay, so 5, 15, plus 200. 220. Just to check.
I'm getting tired.
Shut up! I'm busy.
That's more like it.
Test 254 successfully completed. What was 254? What was 254 for? Oh, I'm an idiot. Test number 254, power surge. Test the
That
resistance
should work.
of an electrical installation and the equipment connected to it by overloading its voltages. Anyways, we've done the thing. And now I should be able to open it.
There we go. Fine. I hope I find something in the archives. But I doubt I will.
I wonder what he's looking for. I feel like... Okay, here's the thing to update it. So, the first time I ran through, I was just sensing the unseen all over the fucking place without remembering. I completely forgot that it takes up blood. Like that it uses up your... I mean, it uses your blood. It increases your thirst. So I looked down, I was like, oh my god, my thirst! And she was like in the ground.
Hurry up, Henry. What part of I need those results wasn't clear? A child would understand.
What a
Why
bitch.
can't you?
That's a lot of blood. What are they doing
But
here?
I'm gonna try to be a little bit more careful with the sense the unseen. But yeah, at this point, like, I know what all of this is. This is just giving everyone a little tour. The observation room. Right. Certificate of voluntary participation in the experiments of the Society of St. Leopold. Volunteer copy. I, Mark Bain, hereby waive my rights as an American citizen. I authorize the Society of St. Leopold in the person of Dr. Faveron to conduct such experiments as it deems necessary to further the higher purpose we hold in common, namely the extinction of the threat of creatures of darkness that are infiltrating our society. I waive my rights of withdrawal and realize that these experiments may present a risk to my physical, moral, or spiritual well-being. Signed in 3 copies on August the 4th, 2019, Boston, Massachusetts. Mark Bain.
All right. That's better.
So, yeah, so they're like using their people as experiments.
A red implant. Maybe the one that I need.
The epidermis is already breaking down. I've been working on this for way too long.
So when I first did this, I actually went backwards. I went to the Pyre first. Then I went to the treasury.
Higher clearance required.
Wrong implant?
and then I came here. So I went to the Pyre first, and I couldn't get into the room with the woman with the red implant because I didn't have a high enough clearance, right? And then I went to treasure, and I couldn't, and I had like the same situation. Did I have the same situation? Where I couldn't get into the thing that I need to get into to, like, it was just like the way to find him was not clear. I needed a red implant, but so far it seemed like Favron, she's the only one whose implant I was actually able to get. She was the easiest person to get the implant for, because the way to get it was for her was a lot easier. To the procurement manager, I am sorry to report that the latest shipment of lab gloves is not satisfactory. I am afraid that I will tear them just by putting them on. I am surprised because I have not had any problems with the materials so far. I therefore suggest that you change your supplier. I'm sending you the boxes of the defective gloves along with this letter. I will only keep one box at the lab in the hope that you will deliver a new shipment soon, so I won't have to put up with these crappy gloves for long. I will not tolerate mistakes like this twice. Oof, she is... not easy. Oh man, I would love to like study this.
He doesn't look too good.
Someone patted him on the head, it looks like.
Human blood? I thought they only studied us.
Not according to that volunteer sheet I saw. Oh yeah, I should probably open the door to... interact with his door first.
This locker belongs to Professor Henry.
So Professor Henry is the guy in here. Note from Nathan. Nathan to me. I'm guessing me is Henry? No, nature revealed human. So I had a little problem during the last experiment. My suit's got a hole in it. Favron will have the chance to strangle me a dozen times before they fix it. Can't fix it for me. Can I borrow yours, Nathan?
If Favron thinks I work better under pressure.
To Nathan, I need to see you to talk about our boss. I can't take it anymore. Note, patient 1492. I observed unexpected cellular regeneration on a severed limb. Previously, obviously it didn't last, but I consider this man to be my lucky patient. He will be kept under surveillance, and I don't want to miss anything. And then patient 5133. Unfortunately, nothing we tried worked. The volunteer went into cardiac arrest during the night. We're running out of volunteers. We'll have to find another solution. Okay, and Counselor Favron of the Boston Senecal. It is 3:37 p.m. on September 2nd, 2019. Notes on experiment 73. This is the third day of the creature's recovery. After complete sectioning, the lesions of the cartilaginous body appear to be completely reabsorbed. The regrowth does not appear to have been painful and does not seem to require any specific effort. However, the creature's behavior has become more aggressive. The process must draw upon its reserves of energy. I also observe a strange phenomenon during the creature's recovery. It appears to be a flow of blood that moves towards the wound. But analysis demonstrated that it was not actually blood. We must expedite our research into this phenomenon. This will be the focus of Henry's team. Favron, end of the dictation. I think it would be really shitty if humans ended up knowing more about vampires than they know about themselves. Like, people gotta research themselves. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a different species, don't let another species find out more about your species.
Alright. Concentrate.
But yeah, that's interesting. So there's something else in vampires that heals. Notes on experiment 118. Patient Mark Bain is beginning to show signs of dementia. Henry and Lloyd want us to stop. That's out of the question. We won't get any answers if we do things halfway. After all, the patients are volunteers and are well aware of the risk. I demand that experiment 118 be carried out to completion, no matter the cost. And you wonder why people stop volunteering. Patient Georgia Strong has died. A shortage of volunteers is expected. I will speak to Stanford about it as soon as possible. Enough time has been wasted already. Like, look, like I said, there's certain kind of people, doesn't matter how good you think you are, there's certain kind of people that are okay with torturing human beings for no reason. There's a key. You know I like to find keys. I got your email. Look at the patient's lucky number, signed Henry. So I read this.
Favarone thinks I work better.
First, let me examine.
Notes on cell renewal. It would appear they are attempting to use our regenerative abilities on humans. They'll never be able to do it.
You don't know that. So you said, look at the lucky patient. Look at my lucky patient or something like that. And he called this person's lucky patient. So I was like, oh, 1492. And he is Professor Henry. So I'm like, oh, okay. So 1492 is the locker code. But
tell me you weren't there for Favarone's meltdown.
I'd already talked to him and he already gave it to me. So I was like, oh, that's good to know.
She yells at me in front
in
of
case you
everyone
fail.
now. It's her way of motivating the troops.
There are less painful techniques.
I'd be a lot faster if I didn't have to double as her personal assistant. I'm in the middle of a promising procedure, but I keep getting interrupted. No matter, I'd better stop complaining.
It can't be easy for a professional like you to have someone poking sticks in your spokes.
It's hard to complain because she's very efficient. And she's not just anyone in the Society of St. Leopold. She adapted very quickly here, got the attention of the higher-ups. So, I deal with it. For the cause.
Henry, if you don't want to be the next body under my scalpel, I need those lab results by tomorrow.
It's just a routine inspection. Could you open your locker for me?
What? I've never heard of any sort of inspection. That's an invasion of my privacy.
Dude. I don't want to drop blood or willpower for this one. I already know the answer.
I understand. I'll be going now.
Back to work.
The first time I did it, I did drop the blood because I didn't realize, because I hadn't ran around the room enough. But now I know it is 1492 because he did call this his lucky patient. See, it's always better when you can just like figure out the code or the number.
Those are ideal
than having to
avoid
sacrifice willpower
contaminating the
or
experiment
blood.
environment.
Let's put it on. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and grab her. Outlast?
Decontamination complete.
Don't have anything better to do?
Shut the fuck up.
In case you were wondering, this isn't dinner and a show. Get back to work.
Suck my dick. Okay.
A surgical steel table that's been carefully put away. Everything is ready for an operation. These gloves are made from thin plastic. It would be easy to tear them.
Okay. I remember when I first came in here, after I'd seen like myself fail with like not be able to figure out how to get the red implants from Menneh and Gallagher, I was like, I saw this, it was like take implants, like there's no way it's that fucking easy.
What the hell are you doing?
I might as well throw that out now. Good job. Go get me this creature's cerebellum from cold storage.
Surprised she
Here's
didn't
the pass
panic
and the
more.
reference of the member I was working on. And hurry up!
Surprised she didn't panic more. But I was honestly expecting her to be a lot more insane about it. But I ain't mad at it.
Decontamination
Then open the door. Okay. So now I have the key to this room.
If Fataron thinks I look better.
Is that what they've got planned for us? These people must be stopped, or we'll all end up here. I can't accept that. I feel that urge, like something is tearing me apart.
Oh. I didn't quite understand
Apparently
this
you are in
part.
cold storage. Great. I'll unlock the box containing the cerebellum. Hurry up.
Oh. I need that key. Actually, let me read. I didn't realize the first time that was the beckoning that was affecting me. I thought it was like bloodlust or something. Okay. What I do know is that, like, look at all of these vampire bodies. But I do know that there's no way I'm just gonna leave this place without fucking some shit up.
It won't open.
These are human organs. But yeah, this is the thing. This is the one that I needed. Check that out. Jara Dorori. They cut Jara open, bro. They cut our girl up. Yeah. JD. It's fucked up, bro. Which one uses the
I
cerebellum?
never thought I'd be handling a cerebellum.
They cut our girl open, man. I wonder. Himiko, isn't she? She was at the party too. Is she here? Is she in the prison ward, you think? Are any of them still alive? 'Cause I know they have their pieces of their body, but they don't have their whole body. So are any of them still alive? I wonder if any of them are actually still alive. I'm gonna have to go down to that prison room.
Concentrate.
And after I get like a red. I'm gonna have to go down to that prison room and see if any of them are still alive. Maybe I can, I don't know, rescue them, free them, something.
Decontamination complete.
But one thing I do know
Got
is
that
that
cerebellum for
I'm
me?
gonna do as much damage here before I leave.
You sure took long enough.
Fuck you.
I can finally
That is
get
a
back to
whole
work.
person's limb. Okay, I'm gonna take her. I'm gonna take the implant now.
I need that.
What?
The way he just said, I need that. My first thought when I saw this shit, so she's dead, was, bro.
I have a red implant. Will it allow me to see Stanford's location?
My first thought was like, are there no cameras in there? Will no one know that I've murdered her? That she's just on the ground or some shit? But you know what I'm going to do? No, you know what I'm not going to do is question my fortune. I got what I needed, and I killed their top clinician, so I'm doing great so far. I'm at a 6. Let me do one more thing that requires blood, and then oh. Does this mean I can't go down anymore?
The elevator just came down.
Could I have gone down there? Did I miss my chance? Is it gonna come back up?
When you're done with that, get started on cleaning the last tank.
Very well.
Oh god, this is awful. The electrical panel in the control room. The cable that allows the safety airlock to be closed is severed and needs to be replaced urgently. EG. So I saw this and I was like, oh, she has Spider. Spider is status, I believe, and that is not something that I personally need.
What?
But I'm gonna
What do you
kill her
want?
anyway because fuck
My
'em all.
time is precious, and I've got a boss breathing down my neck.
Intimidation attempt. Let me go ahead and defend myself.
So if you have no business here, either leave or I'll call your friends to drag you out of here.
Shut up and listen to me.
Oh, damn.
I'm not here to play games. Nobody has time to waste here. Neither you nor I.
Excuse me. I'm really under pressure right now.
That wouldn't have worked. I'm not like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? But, see, that's just, and I haven't found the coin yet. I don't remember where the coin is. Let's just try because of the malfunctions.
The problem with the tanks?
You know about that? Yeah, that and everything else. There aren't enough of us to keep it all running and keep up the pace. Well, I'll be getting back to work now.
Your shoulder. Are you hurt?
What? Oh, that. No. It's blood, but it's not mine. When you spend your days dissolving bodies, you're bound to get splashed.
I'll be on my way now.
I can't remember where I got that coin from, but I know I'm gonna need it soon. No. There'll be no using willpower to do any of that.
There's a space for a valve there.
Never knew. Okay. All the incidents are very, very rare. They are always fatal. That is why I cannot insist strongly enough on the importance of maintaining your flamethrowers. I know you are all experienced and professional operatives. I do not mean to talk down to you in any way, but all it takes is one moment of inattention. So it's important to repeat it. The equipment we use is very expensive and very sensitive. A clogged nozzle can have dramatic consequences on the ground. Also, I have noticed that our new recruits are not trained in our protocols. I would appreciate it if you could resolve this issue very quickly. Gallagher.
A removable valve. This isn't for a large pipe.
Okay.
Chlorine solution.
Is that to just clean this stuff?
Decontamination complete.
Finally, the cleanup's going to start. We don't have all night.
Decontamination complete. Decontamination complete.
None too soon. Tank number 1 has been cleaned. Rahim, can you please set up the next test for me when you have time?
I'll take care of it as soon as I'm done with this.
I'll open the door for you.
Oh! So that's what that was. I was wondering what the point of that was. So it's to get her to open that door.
She has a red implant. That could help me find Stanford.
Oh shit, did I put in the red implant yet? I don't think I did. But let me go and put in the red implant. But first, let me look in here. Safe room. I love a safe room.
Acids, thermite, liquid nitrogen. Nice collection.
It depends on how you define nice. What's this? Magnetic key. Cool. Okay, so it's just a safe room. So that's what that did. It gave me access to a safe room. That's good. I'm gonna need it very soon. Oh, I got some willpower back too. from my conversation with What's-Her-Face. I still don't quite remember which willpower does what. Don't be a bitch.
The implant was deactivated. I need to be careful. That's the key to my cover.
Oof. Alright, let's go back to Gallagher. Based on the fact that she has a spider, I already know that I don't need her implants. But I'm wreaking havoc. I figure why the fuck not, you know? So to prevent any blank bodies from escaping from the test area, cause look what they're doing in here. They're chopping up vampires in the clinic. They're setting them on fire on purpose just to torture them, I guess, in this test area. Why shouldn't I do some damage while I'm here? Anyways, it seems like this part is fairly optional, since the easiest person to get a red implant from is Faveron. And I figure she would have the GPS implant because I already know Gallagher doesn't have it. If she were a doctor, wouldn't they want her to have access to his location in case anything happens to him? Because once I crossed out Gallagher for the fact that she has the spider, I crossed out in my head, I was like, it's either a Menneh or whatever, Jacob, or Faveron. But what I do know is that it's not this bitch. But if I still have the option to like kill her, I feel like why should I not take it, considering what she's out here doing? Paralysis is an intense, no, pyrolysis, intent. Make sure there's no human, whatever. This is just instructions on how to like set this thing. So you have to make sure there's nobody in the room. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me go in here too. Let me go in here as well. Make sure no one's in the room, and then you click the button, and then it sets everyone on fire. But the problem is, well, it's not really a problem. The thing is, there is actually someone in that room.
Like
I just don't give a fuck because I'm actively trying to kill
Most
her.
likely a prototype.
But like once I kill her, once I set the button, once I turn on the button, it kills and sets everyone in that room on fire. Lockpick? Okay. Stanford of the Boston to Juan Martinez in Rome. Your Holiness, encloses a report on the progress of all the members in my Thenical? Okay. Regarding Emmett Olsen, his debut in the society is now behind him. He is now showing more confidence. Given his loyalty and extreme dedication, I took the liberty of making him my personal assistant. I must admit that this alleviates some of my heavy workload. I recommend that he continues his novitat? He's a novice. He's a novice. Novitiate? Whatever, he's a novice. Regarding Ellen Gallagher, I would be wrong to keep her at her current rank for much longer when she has so much more to offer. I know that she is still young and that some of our brothers consider her unstable and insufficiently pious. I find her doggedness in trying to find out what will allow us to strike at our enemies even more effectively in the future to be an essential asset that we must nurture. Nevertheless, as it is, I am inclined to postpone her promotion for a few months as at most to teach her humility, a virtue that she sometimes is lacking. Joseph Menneh. As usual, Joseph seems blameless. He knows the treasure department and the knowledge it contains inside and out. However, he seems determined to learn everything about the creatures we're fighting, even the most troubling studies. I recommend that the Office of Censor intervene to verify the orthodoxy of his research. If my doubts are proven to be unfounded, I will immediately recommend Joseph for promotion. So, it seems Joseph is... Stanford is concerned about Joseph's interest in vampires. Because he's not just... because he's looking up what Stanford considers troubling studies, which then begs the question, what the hell are troubling studies? What would be troubling to Stanford when it comes to... Maybe he's afraid that Joseph is trying to become a vampire or something. like a Tremere or something. What can I say about Shannara Faveron that I have not already said? I don't think I have ever been prouder of a disciple than I am of Shannara. The only regret I have about her is that she is not my own daughter, and if you will forgive me this almost blasphemous remark, you will understand its significance. She is everything that a member of the Society of Leopold should be: pious, serious, efficient, psychologically unstable, sociopathic. Her research is invaluable and she takes it very seriously. She is a serial killer. Oh, you already know my recommendation concerning her, as well as those of my colleagues who were able to work with her during previous operations. Well, don't have to worry about her anymore, because she's dead. And if I have my way, I'll make sure all three of them are. To me, dear sister, we promised to help each other during our novice state, and I have not forgotten my promise. I borrowed a report from Stanford that he is writing about us for the Vatican. It is on my desk, but make sure to get it back to me quickly. It needs to go out soon. Yours, E.O. Oh! Olsen. So Olsen has the same thing as her. It is on my desk, so make sure. Okay, so he borrowed a letter, I want to check real quick. He brought a letter from Stanford for her to read, probably for her to get an idea of like where she is. No, I was right. E.G. Gallagher. To get an idea of what her standing is and like how likely she is to move forward. Let me go back to this. I didn't really read it properly. Security measures. To prevent any blank bodies from escaping from the test area, certain safety measures must be followed. The door automatically closes at the beginning of an experiment and remains sealed until the operator inside the area scans his implant or pyrolysis is initiated. Pyrolysis is an intense cleaning process. It burns everything inside the room except for the contents of the protection cell. The process can be initiated from this panel. Warning, make sure there are no humans in the test area. Fuck your humans. So, there's something in the lockbox. That I'm gonna get. So, when I first did this, I thought that this was... Ooh, repair. I thought that this was...
It's almost as if it had been gnawed. The wires need to be spliced, but with your bare hands, that will hurt.
I thought this was the thing that would help me use the pyrolysis, but the pyrolysis is already active. This actually allows me to close the lockbox. But the first time I played this, I didn't know that. So I fixed this, but then I forgot to close the lockbox. So it ended up being pointless, and I used repair too to fix it because I don't think I had the education needed. And I ended up cutting my fingers.
It appears as if acid has eaten through this cable. That needs to go right to the control panel.
Why would someone do that? So that means it was an intentional thing. Someone trying to destroy something. I'd used in repair and I'd taken damage, and I also, because I didn't find electrical pliers, and then I forgot to click the button. So I was like, okay, so I took that thirst for literally nothing. It's literally nothing.
That should help.
So now I can do this without. I didn't even know the electrical pliers were in that room. So who did that? Was it her? Is she trying to... Maybe she did it because she's trying to like destroy this.
Good. It works.
Okay. I'm surprised she didn't notice. Because she wants to destroy the book. Right, I have the security key. I found it by accident the first time as well. Because I was sensing the unseen for everything. Protocol. And I found that her essence or whatever, this shit, I found it on the area for the security key. I found it on the area for the security key, and I also found it one other place. I found it in the treasure room. Oof. And it picked up a book on the history of the Society of Leopold. Oh, that's her. Damn. At least it was quick. Which is more than can be said for the poor vampires that you're running around butchering.
From the looks of it, their prototypes appear to be quite effective already.
Dang it. Can we do something about the prototype? Is there a way to like destroy it or something? Oh no, this is her. So that means that was an innocent vampire that she probably scorched. You got what the fuck you deserved, you bitch.
I hope the implant is intact.
He's like, priorities.
It doesn't look damaged.
Okay, so I have hers now, and I also have this. Oh, I have to open it. Oops. Okay.
This kindred.
Oh, shit.
Starving. How long did they keep him here? The History of the Society of St. Leopold by Albert Lee.
So did a kindred have this then? Why did a kindred have this? Hierarchy of the Cenacle of the Society of Leopold. The Abbot, it's like Abbot probably, is the holiest person of the Cenacle. Although so this is Stanford's thing. Although they no longer hold the official status of apostolic legate. Okay, dude, just use regular. Okay, since the secret papal bull of 18. I'm ignorant. I'm an unread bitch. Just like fucking cut me some slack. Of 1834, and also a lot of words you read in your brain and you never actually have to pronounce them, and then one day you find yourself pronounce them and you're like, oh, I never knew how that word was pronounced. Wow. The Abbe represents the Pope and must behave and be respected as such. An abbot must display great virtue in order to guide their people to the divine light, and must be a relentless fighter against the demons that surround us. Only the most pious and zealous people should be selected to perform this heavy task in accordance with our traditions. Censor? Cancer? No. The censor is a unique position because they do not belong to the Cenacle directly, but are legally part of it throughout their service. They are the judge of doctoral orthodoxy, the people who right wrongs, who prevent sin from rotting the fruit. They are sent by the office of censor in Rome and are tasked with ensuring that all the members of the society follow the rules. Censors are the most upstanding and most incorruptible of all because they hunt the inner enemy and insidious beast that lurks within each of us. So Stanford has suggested one of these people come down here and talk to Menneh. Counselor. So counselor, that's the role that we're looking for, third stage. And that's the one that I believe. And if the letter I read is to go by, if this is in like order of order of hierarchy, and Gallagher is a spider, a novice, then it would make sense to me that based on what I read, Fevron would be the counselor, and then Menneh would be the tertiary. Just based on how he talks. He already said that he's going to keep her here, and we have evidence that this is her. So, but between these two, if I'm going to pick Fevron or Menneh to be the counselor, it would definitely be Fevron. So I already have her implant, but we're just now going around to just fuck some shit up and kill everyone else. Kill whoever we can, you know? We already killed her. We've killed the novice now. Menneh, I'm coming for ya. Only those members who have proven their undeniable... Wait, I just jumped to the end. Counselor, originally a strictly honorary title. The title of counselor has morphed in its recent usage to become a core component of our hierarchy. A true support for the abbot, the counselor is directly under his command and is most often in command of the executive power within his cenacle. Only those members who have proven their undeniable value through their deeds or vast experience are granted this prestigious rank. Exemplary behavior in the field as well as within the cenacle is obviously a prerequisite. Tertiary. Any member who has passed their novitiate is promoted to the rank of tertiary. Tertiaries are the armed wing of the society, those who fight the monsters of darkness on a daily basis. Men are reading books. What you talking about? I mean, not saying that knowledge can't be power, but I don't see that dude out here in the streets stabbing folk. Novice. The novices are the society's apprentices. They have yet to prove their worth and deepen their understanding of the world of darkness. They can come from the regular clergy as well as the secular clergy, or even be lay people. To qualify for a position as a novice, a new member must be introduced by a superior and presented to a conclave. The length of a novice stage varies. It is not over until the novice is deemed ready by his superiors. Well, they already deemed what's-her-face is not ready, so... Did I already examine this?
The History of the Society of St. Leopold by Albert Lee.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got everything I need from there. I will just do one more thing. sorry. Unlike all the other people,
Yes.
I don't feel bad about drinking from these folk because, like, look what you're actively participating in. Like, if you didn't know, then I could probably feel more, but because you do, I'm like, look at what you're actively participating in. Whew! I was afraid I was gonna go too far. Yeah, get his blood, but don't kill him, thanks. I still don't want to kill anyone, though, because I'm not a bad person. Okay. Sanguine resonance bonus. Cool. No one go in there. It's dirty. Yeah. Dirty. This is her. I mean, this is the kindred. The kindred that had this. This is them. When I first saw that, I was just like, is fucking Gallagher a kindred? Well, she dead now, so I guess it don't matter.
There's a red implant. It might be the one I'm looking for.
It's not.
There must be a way to get him out of here.
Treasure Department of the Boston Cenacle. The Treasure Department is the result of years of research by hundreds of men and women around the world. It is open to all those who stand against the growing darkness, who dedicate their lives to protecting the innocent. The relics, books, and other objects that make up this collection are on loan from other cenacles and even from the Vatican. Due to their nature and age, these objects are rare and fragile, which is why it is necessary to take great care of them and refrain from handling them as much as possible. Although this space is not a church, respect and quiet are required. This is a space of study, research, and contemplation. We firmly believe in the power of symbols and the invocation of beauty to strengthen our forces in this holy war. Please feel free to browse the books in the library, ask to consult our archives, or simply admire the works of those who have gone before us. These relics are on display because they once served their bearer in their struggle against the darkness. May they inspire you in turn, whether you are a believer or not. So I remember when I came here, I saw this, and my first thought was
that belong to former hunters. What do they hope to get out of them?
I don't know, aesthetic. My first thought was like, if I was gonna find a coin anywhere, it'd probably be here. Simply because a bunch of old shit here. And I think I did find a coin here, but I'm not sure. I know there's a coin in this area somewhere. It may have been in the clinic. I wasn't really paying attention, but if I don't find it here, I'm gonna go back and check the other places because I need that coin before I talk to Stanford. Arcanum Crest, 1887 estimated. A burned emblem of one of the chapters of Arcanum, a secret society dedicated to the study of supernatural creatures. May this be a reminder of the fact that in a world like ours, the study of arcane subjects puts our lives at risk. Ah, damn. I would love to be able to, like, observe that
has been severely
and learn
burned.
something. Okay, this one was interesting. Before I got, because I didn't get the book last time, so what I got was this. And what the book did was it filled in the blanks of these two. Engraved by Leopold II von Marnau himself, brother of the ill-fated twins Wayland and Wilhelm, and founder of the Society of St. Leopold. The society, which was authorized by Pope Gregory IX in 1231, was devoted to fighting all supernatural threats of the Catholic Church and to humanity. After his testament, Leopold engraved hierarchy of his society into this stone that was consecrated in conclave. It was damaged during a trip to Avignon in 1355. The book explained everything, but until then, I was like, oh, novice. And then I was like, okay, so that means the other two symbols are the counselor or tertiary, but I couldn't figure out which one yet. Oh, okay.
Excuse
I didn't know
me.
I could speak to her.
If you're looking for a little light reading, this is not the place.
I'm looking for something a little different.
Can I help you?
The person in charge here, if I needed to talk to him, how would I go about doing it?
It's not easy. In general, Father Joseph doesn't leave the conservation area until he has finished his work.
If he's restoring something, it can take a long time. He locks himself in with everything he needs, food and drink, and we don't see him again until he's done.
What happens if there's an emergency?
Look around you and ask yourself, what kind of emergency could there ever be in a museum or library?
Fire.
So he doesn't come out.
I could set this place on fire.
He approves every request to borrow a book from the conservation area through a computer system.
So, if I request a book, he'll come and hand deliver it to me?
No, it's automatic. He'll just approve the request. His work is very important. We do everything we can not to interrupt him. I'd rather you not disturb him.
Yeah, of course. I'd never do that. I mean, is this worth doing this for? I don't think so.
Just curious.
I see.
I see that we have collected a lot of things.
So I already know my plan.
And it can be complicated to find your way around. What are you working on?
Sunlight.
Burns them. End of story.
It's a little more complicated than that.
Yes, I imagine. Is it to improve the SAD's UV lights?
Yes.
You asked too many questions.
I'll be going now.
Kill her. She knows too much. So.
The cover of a very old book.
This original binding of the first edition of Divine Wrath by Giovanni Rossi. This type of binding is typical of occult works of the late modern period. The latest copy of this book is available in a consultation room. Interesting. Oh, a little chessboard.
These diamonds are nothing compared to the ones I used to sell. It was long ago.
Better not have been blood diamonds, or I swear. So, let me show you my plan. So I wasn't able to get it to work because I didn't have what I needed. Oh yeah, this is like all of the locations. The one in Boston was destroyed, as you can see. It was set on fire, which the first time I saw it was set on fire, my first thought was Rafa? Like, but I don't, it's different address, so doubtful. But the other ones are also are still active. There's one in Banner Hall. They don't know the address of it though. The origin of all Arcana. Nice. There's one in Las Vegas, Jonathan Kane. I don't think I destroyed that one. I think I snuck into that one in Bloodlines 1. Was that the one I snuck into? Like the Kane family and went downstairs and I saw their bodies. They had like zombies and shit in their basement. And I killed like two dudes. With a lot of difficulty, I killed 2 dudes in their basement. New Delhi has one, Vienna has one, Boston's has been destroyed, and Zurich's is still active. Okay. Don't remember what I have and haven't read. Hello. You can see what's her face? Gallagher. That's where I'm like, it says a kindred is starving. Recommended reading. I don't know if I want to read these all over again. I'm not gonna do that, but you can read them. They weren't like super vital to what I was doing, but it was just fun information about certain books. Well, I mean, at first I thought it was vital. So, here. I borrow the Society of Leopold, bring it back when I'm done. Thanks, EG. But like, the red is like a kindred that's starved, which is why I'm confused as to why she has the essence of a starved kindred on her. That's the same note of the new arrivals. I don't think there's anything else. Notes on Marie Simmons. Marie Simmons parallel between the the blank bodies and the French Revolution is absolutely gripping. Her cynical view of the events that follow the fall of Bastille up to the advent of Bonaparte sheds light on the methods used by the creatures of the night to influence human society. Although nothing she reports can be verified due to the absence of reliable sources, it is certain that this is not the work of a liar or impostor, as those who guillotined her claimed. This reminds us that truth is a tragic struggle, and the shadows tend to cover everything with their shroud. Yeah, and then there's the timeline on occult literature. But yeah, I'm gonna go in there in a second. But first, so there's this room where you can put in a number and click the button and a book will come down, right? And this has like all of the books, and it works and does all the things. And I played around with it a bit, and then I ran out here and I was like, how do I figure out how to talk to this guy? This is about like, that was like 2 hours worth of me just running around after like this whole space. It was upsetting. Consultation procedure. Go to the consultation room. That's the room back there. Choose the work you would like to consult on. You would like to consult on the control panel. Jesus. Choose the work you would like to consult on the control panel. The manager will approve the request and send you the book. Return the book before leaving the room. Please be extremely careful with these rare and priceless books. So I was like, I have an idea.
Excuse me,
Right, you can't talk
warned
to
you,
him.
didn't I? Maybe you'll listen to me next time.
Shut up, I didn't mean to do that. Right, I did that, and I was like, Faith by Doctor. So I was like, oh, okay, so the title of the book ends in the word faith, and it's written by a doctor. So I was like, if I go down that list and find every book that ends with the word faith and is written by a doctor, then that'll narrow it down. But here's the problem. There's a fuck ton. I tried at least 7 combinations. I tried at least 7 of these that I like. None of them, like Fedora, for example, had vampires and faith, keeping the faith. And then there was another person all the way down here, like Dr. Simmons or something. They had a lot of faith books. One person had like 4 faith books just under their name, and I was like, bruh, I cannot. I think this is there's a poster, a bunch of like really important people in there. Well, really important dead people in their organization. I was like, I got so frustrated. So I left this area as well. But ha! Found it. Found the old coin. Recommendations for promotion for consideration by the
like the
Pope.
scent of old paper.
In light of their outstanding achievement in recent operations, we recommend the following members for promotion to a higher rank. Mark something. De Montfaucon something. Current counselor of the Orleans Cenacle for having foiled an infiltration plot threatening the integrity of the Cenacle in the person of Abbot Michael, whatever. Enrique Las Casas. Currently tertiary of the Toledo Cenacle. Currently tertiary of the Toledo Cenacle for locating and identifying several creatures. Feveron, currently tertiary of the Milan Cenacle for her contribution to the scientific advances following the supply of material from Operation Antigen in Las Vegas. And Julia Hawkins, currently novice of the Dublin Cenacle for her innovative organizational proposals and impeccable work. Signed in Rome.
I'm getting tired.
It's like, what's her face? Wait, when was this? In 2014. Looks like what's her face got promoted in 2014. Oh, last safe room. I think it's kind of funny because she's dead now. She'll never be getting promoted again. Unfortunately, it's a shame she got a chance to live so long enough to do so much bad stuff. And here is a.
I am this close
Agent
to giving
Ford.
up.
I wonder what he's looking for. Anyways, and then I got here and I wanted to get on this computer, but I couldn't because I didn't have high enough clearance. But now I can. And I found dun 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 this. But let me finish. Boston Cenacle Treasure Department Preservation Program. Upcoming works to be covered by Father Joseph Menneh's Restoration Program. These works are still available for consultation. Please contact the person in charge for more information. Here it is, Troy. So I was like, Men Without Faith, Guardians of Faith. So I was like, it's probably these two. One of these is a doctor. I believe it's Salone, actually. I was looking at this guy, but I'm pretty sure it was Salone. I've seen Salone's name with doctor a lot. So I think it's Salone, Guardians of Faith. If it's not, then I have to do the other one. But the point is, I never got a chance to try because that's when I took my break, and then I came back and had to start over. So, but I'm enjoying this run a lot more, probably because I'm not running around like a crazy person. Before finally finding where I needed to go. 80-70. Okay.
What? Fine.
Okay.
Very well. I'm coming.
Joseph Menneh. Now I can talk to him.
Ah, thus Cain went to Abel.
Excuse me.
My conviction might not be as strong as it used to, but I can still sense your true nature. My stomach is in knots. I'm not wrong.
True faith.
Am I?
And you aren't crying out for help?
Should I? We could just have a conversation. Quietly.
Why?
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. To meet a kindred face to face.
Oh.
Who knows? Maybe you'll also learn something from the exchange. I am Father Joseph Menneh.
I see why Stanford wants to get rid of him, because he's clearly not as shoot first, ask questions never as the rest of them. He seems like his devotion to destroying kindred has, I don't know if it's always been like this or has turned into over time an interest in kindred. I can understand why that would be something that Stanford would be concerned about. Let's introduce ourselves.
You can call me Galeb.
Galeb? Very well. That's a much better start to our conversation, or an exchange of best practices. I consider myself an interpreter of the great book of your existence, and you are a fascinating subject.
Just what exactly am I to you? A variety of guinea pig?
Have you heard of Raphael Renzi?
Yeah, if I up my education enough.
I've heard that name somewhere. A Renaissance Inquisitor, if my memory serves me right.
That is correct. I didn't expect you'd know him.
Didn't Renzi have a change of heart?
Yes. He came to believe that vampires were creatures of God, and as such, they deserved salvation. He was burned for his belief.
That's wild.
That's the Inquisition's solution to everything.
But Renzi's ideas were handed down over the centuries. The church may have issued the Florentine decree, but the questions he raised at the time still have gone unanswered.
An inquisitor with remorse?
Something like that.
You might be exactly what I'm looking for here. We could work together, but you're siding with the barbarians. A scholar like you has no place here.
You're mistaken about us. Our common interest is to understand you.
Then you must be blind.
What makes you say that?
Your interest is to destroy us. I like this man, and I want to pull him over to our side. Oh, this was 100. Like, it might be 100, but will these always win? And it's a 0 too. I've seen their experiments. I'm allowed to miss this, so I have to be careful. I'm never wrong. I've seen their experiments on our kind. I think that one probably would work too, but this one also has a 0, and I want to see what. But I'm afraid I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna do this one. Because
the first Inquisition,
I'm not sure if
heretics.
Those will always be a
we
pass.
all know how that played out, in torture and flames.
But that's all so far behind us.
You are a black
we don't have
man.
To make the same mistakes.
What the fuck are you talking
than
about?
I do what happened in London and Vienna, and now Boston.
Unfortunately,
Wait,
the
what?
evidence is stacking up. Maybe what we're doing here isn't any different.
It's obvious. Open your eyes.
Admit that we can't just stand by and do nothing. Vampires are a threat. Why should I help you?
Have you seen the clinic? Anyways, I can do blood. he would have so much to gain from it. It might win, but I don't like that response because it's clear that Menneh isn't doing this for power or glory or fame. He's doing this, he actually has a conscience and he actually has a desire to learn about kindred, and he's like a scientist who's not a piece of shit like Richard, you know? Who's not a manipulative piece of garbage. So I don't want to use this on him. I don't feel like it's right. I feel like he can be reasoned with. Ooh. Oh, that's not bad. I was gonna say, Galeb's rhetoric isn't that high. Ooh, I'm going to use up all of my willpower if I do this. So I want to use one of these. I feel like I still haven't approved of this, but I think like, well, actually no, the last time when I was trying to use, Glacial was talking to Beryl, there were 2 moments where it's like it was persuasion or bust, and I didn't have enough persuasion on either, and I ended up busting. But I feel like, generally speaking, it should be a situation where one of these should work. I am concerned about, like, because I feel like this one is would probably do the best, but that's a lot of willpower to use when I still haven't met Stanford yet. I don't think this will do it because the problem with this is that it's not saying anything. It's just like, it's better than doing nothing. And like, okay, so he could literally choose to be on either side. Like, you're not making a clear statement there. And I don't want to use my willpower, and I don't want to use this one because I feel like it would be cruel to try to play this game with him, especially when he can be reasoned with. I'm going to try this one. Process of elimination. I'm going to try this one.
I imagine your study of Renzi is forbidden. Aren't you afraid of being discovered and burned at the stake beside us?
Of course. I am extremely discreet. I believe that there are some who are beginning to have doubts about me.
Stanford.
Maybe you're on the wrong side.
I read the thing.
I see what you mean.
Can I
you
quote
must
that?
Understand my hesitation. If you were in my shoes, would you trust yourself?
Can I be like, hey, I read the notes. Stanford is concerned about you. So I feel like you're actually yeah, no, I feel like he's actually in danger here. If you were in my shoes, would you trust yourself? It's a valid question, but if I were in his shoes, I don't think I would, If I were in his shoes, I don't think I would trust my current position either. And I think like he could do really well with the Kindred considering his mindset. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna just, I hate to use the willpower, but I don't want to not defend myself because I feel like that is an automatic loss. I'm gonna defend myself because I feel like I don't really have a choice in this one. As long as he doesn't tie, I should be okay. I mean, as long as he doesn't focus, I should be okay. Yeah, it's a pretty good chance
You're
of
not a sheep.
victory.
That's obvious. But that doesn't mean you'd help your
Galeb
enemies.
is a bit sheepy.
It doesn't matter what I think. I do what must be done.
I'm doing pretty good so
Especially
far.
when the stakes concern more than just my person.
Do you think I'm acting selfishly?
That's not for me to judge.
I think
It
he's
seems so
protecting
simple when you
himself.
say it.
I can't blame him
But
for that.
if evil is among us, it will be difficult to defeat. Like the snake in the
I mean,
Garden
there's
of
no
Eden.
doubt that there's evil.
So, I'll cut off its head.
You mean to kill Monsignor Stanford? You're mad. That's not the solution.
Everyone can be bad and everyone can be good, right? But some institutions are just inherently bad, and there's not a lot of room for good. And this institution is inherently bad. These people are not good people. I want him to join us so bad. Okay, convince him it's the right thing to do. I could do this. I don't want to get in his head because I feel like he can be reasoned with. And so far I've been right. Okay. Then there will be more destruction, more death. I don't want to intimidate him, but I think he can be reasoned with. And also, I only have 3 willpower more, and that is not high enough for me to be willing to risk that. He knows he can trust me. I mean, he doesn't really, but he does seem to be leaning towards that. Regardless of his doubts, I need his help. That's not helpful to anyone. Would he rather I go speak to... Oh, I'm not going to threaten him. I'm not threatening him. I'm not getting in his head. I don't think I can win an intimidation, and this is just not real. Like, that's just a bad answer. Regardless of how you feel, help me anyway. Like, what is that? That's bullshit. So process of elimination. I'm going to hope that he knows he can trust me. I know he can trust me. And I feel like this conversation has led towards you can trust me. So please trust me.
It has to be done.
Please, please,
I think I've
Menneh.
proven to you that I'm a reasonable being.
Yeah.
You have certainly been surprising.
There's so many
I
more
wouldn't
reasonable
risk
people.
coming here to eliminate your leader if I didn't think it was absolutely necessary.
I like that I told him my
Indeed.
plan is wild.
If it's to serve the cause of justice, sometimes a sacrifice must be made. I don't know where Stanford is, but you can locate Kiara Faveron in the clinic. She's the only person who has access to that on the main computer.
Very well then.
But please, no unnecessary violence. Leave, now.
I've already killed
before
two
someone
people.
finds us together.
Not so fast.
I'm not gonna kill him. I don't need his implant for starters.
I'm counting on your discretion.
And I am counting on yours.
He won't betray me.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe I'll run into him again.
I've already got his, Here's the last thing. When I was out here the last time, I saw this. So I'm not gonna kill him, but this reminds me kind of like the Trey Jack situation where it was like part of the thing that I was supposed to do that I didn't realize I was supposed to do was to eliminate evidence. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to destroy these books. But the only reason I am hesitating is because I really like Menneh. And I don't know. I feel like he'll be really mad at me if I destroy his books. I know. We just became friends. I feel so bad because I feel like Joseph is going to be so upset with me.
It's unlocked.
But
The glass-walled room appears to contain very old books. They're extremely fragile. There must be a connection. This is a thermostatic control panel. It controls temperature, humidity.
I mean, considering I am out here to sabotage. I did come here to kill Menneh. If he didn't turn out to be such a cool dude, like I probably would have murdered him. But I was like, oh, this guy's great. But in the end, I wasn't trying to kill Menneh just to kill him. I was trying to kill him to actively hurt the SI because I'm like, these are terrible people doing terrible things, and this is one of their tools because knowledge is power. So if I destroy their tools, some of these books are on loan from the Vatican, I am weakening the Second Inquisition as a whole. And I don't think I should sacrifice the opportunity to weaken the entire organization just because I made a new friend. I'm sorry, Menneh, don't be mad at me.
Temperature, humidity, that can't be good for the books.
So suspicious item removed, and I gained a trait. Sorry, Menneh. But if you join our side, then you can get them back, I guess. Could I have gone down here before I went in there and maybe like looked at some fun stuff? I wonder. Okay. Either way, I have what I need now because it's Faveron. I know it is. So, and I'm currently wearing hers. I haven't put any of the other ones on. So, I should be able to...
Very well. Let's see what I have access to now. Wonderful. I can access the database. Stanford. Based on the GPS data, he's not far off. But below me, there's something flashing here. What did I unlock? A draft by Kiara Faveron.
Senior, I am very honored by your offer to take over from you, but I am afraid I must decline. Our strategy is flawed. I've already told you that, and I wouldn't want to do any dishonor to your legacy here. Kiara Faveron. End of dictation.
Interesting. But I'm here for Stanford. It's now or never.
And she's dead. Whoa. Whoa. Is it because I killed her ass?
Take him downstairs.
Whoa. took my shit, but...
Today is September 6th, 2019. This is confession number 6.
I didn't take the willpower
Father
coin.
Walter Stanford. I'm being assisted by Agents Hawthorne and Beck from SAD.
Am I being interrogated?
The blank body was apprehended in our laboratory.
Ugh, don't touch me. That's gross.
I imagine you used one of your little magic tricks on the guards at the entrance to get inside. I don't recommend that you attempt that with me.
I must endure this.
Very well. Let's get down to the heart of the matter. Begin by identifying yourself.
Wait. My coins! No! If I knew it was gonna... Oh, it said no point of no return. I should have taken it before the point of no return. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, shit, shit. Something's off here. I don't want to use that. Stay silent. Ah!
Come on now. Silence is not the remedy. You disappoint me. I expected more maturity from an old leech like yourself. We know all about you. Galeb, Suleiman, Parasite. They're all just synonyms. Repeat after me, Suleiman. Confiteor Deo omnipotenti. Repeat. Mea culpa. Mea maxima culpa. Bear your guilt until your imminent final death. Bear it, and may the Lord have mercy on you. But let's not waste our time on trivial matters. You're a businessman. After all, time is precious to you, even if you have all eternity at your disposition.
What do you want?
I'm going to kill
I ask the
Richard.
questions, you answer. Things will be clearer that way. What did you hope to accomplish by coming here?
I didn't tell him shit. Do I have enough blood? Which one requires the least? Stay silent, tell the truth. Which one requires the least amount of blood? I could try to dominate him. This one. I have to do the least amount of blood each time.
I won't tell you a thing.
Because I have no willpower.
You'll learn that
Oh wait, no, I have
admire
some willpower,
courage.
but that's not gonna get me far. Especially if I have to maximize. But I have a shit ton
sometimes
of
it
room
comes
for
with a
thirst.
price.
So I'm gonna like start with
Pray,
those.
if you still can. Dominate la
Why do I have to watch this, bro? I passed, but I have a shit ton of thirst left. No willpower,
Maybe
so I'm
you'll
going to
stop
use
your
thirst
foolishness
until I
now.
can't use thirst anymore.
Be that as it may, you managed to find us. How?
I'm panicking. I wasn't ready for this.
Eyes everywhere. Did you really think we wouldn't notice anything?
Impressive. Not to mention the fact that you managed to get in here. That's no small feat for a vampire alone. Were there any lost souls that helped you?
I ain't telling you shit. Damn, that's unfortunate. That's a 3. That's a 0 no matter what. Take it, take it, take it. I have no time to sit and contemplate
This could all be so
the
much more pleasant.
non-willpower and thirst
It's
options.
my fault.
I know
I
willpower and
must not
thirst
have
always
made
win.
myself clear enough.
Fuck you! And I have no chance to contemplate the other options to see if they're even a chance, so I am just impulse picking the ones that I feel like will definitely work, and that is always thirst and willpower. Caleb, I'm so sorry.
I take
You're
no
so pretty,
pleasure in
no.
any of this.
You're a liar, you're a piece of shit
You're
liar.
going to need to be more reasonable now. Let's try something else now.
Caleb,
A
I'm so
subject that's
sorry.
especially dear to me. I know there's a place where you believe you are in safety. Since you know where we are, don't you think it's only fair that you tell us where you are?
I'm not telling you. Oh, I don't have to think of this one. Pretend we're scattered. I'll never tell him, give him. I'm not doing this. I don't think he'll believe this. His stats are way too high, so even if I were trying to do the willpower for the other ones, I would have failed. I have enough blood. I could do this one, but this is the last round. I'm cinching it.
I
God, my fortitude, if I hadn't put money into... I was looking at dominate.
You leave me no choice.
That was an option. If I hadn't gone to
going to
fortitude
have to
instead, I would have been fucked. Oh, Galeb, I'm so sorry. Oh, that is nasty.
I have so many more questions to ask. Let's see what I can find out from you. It seems we've caught another who's of greater interest than you. Who?
Leisha or Amem?
See you soon, Galeb.
Probably Leisha, because she can see the future. I can't see them being caring too much about Amem. Whoa! Excuse me, whoa! I wasn't expecting that. Whoa! Y'all weren't gonna warn a bitch? At least put a fucking disclaimer warning at the beginning of it. Oh my god! You know, it's kind of funny, when I first played this, I had noticed that, like, the L and the E were over here, and yet we had all of this. So I'm like, I'm not actually... I thought I was, like, near done. I was like, I don't think I'm near done. I think I'm only, like, halfway through. Now I understand why! Fuck me! Oh my god! Okay, looks like I didn't fail anything, and I didn't miss any alternatives. Library rat. Negative -30 for the next okay, so I'm gonna pick up the education because it's on sale. Suspicion increased. Oh, I got a suspicion decrease. Oh no, it increases slowly. Well, that's fun. I can deal with that as well. That's great, because I'm gonna be drinking rats, bro. Surgical precision, -30 to the next experience cost for any knowledge. That's good, that's good. I love that. So I could probably get deduction and education both half off. I'm like, it's money. Burned by the true faith. 10% less. Oh god, my success rate has gone down by 10% for all discipline ties. That's bullshit. That's not fair. Well, I guess, yeah. Damn. I'm so glad my hunger was at 0. My thirst was at 0. Could you imagine what would have happened if my thirst was maxed out or even near maxed out? Because that took me that was at least what, 6? I think I was at 6 before the last 2. 6, 7, 8. It was like an 8 or 9, I think, at the end of it. And I had like 7 willpower, so that wouldn't have gotten me far. But it seemed like none of my willpower would have worked because my persuasion is way too low, and his persuasion and intimidate, I think, are both at a 4. Both of mine are like a 3. Well, persuasion is like at a 2, intimidate is at like a 3, so those would have always failed. And then I didn't have enough time to really sit and think about the ones that didn't require anything. So I was just by default going for the thirst because that's what I had space for. I just keep thinking, if I had, because in my last round, my thirst was very high because I'd been casually sensing the unseen for no fucking reason all over the damn place. I would have probably died at that one, or like given up because my thirst was so fucking high. Wow. And they took my coin, those bitches. I want my coin back. That was insane. Oh my, how did they find me? It has to be cameras. They have to be cameras. Either that or they found the 2 bodies I left. It was probably one of those. And the 2 bodies that I drank. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I did leave quite a bit of evidence just spewed everywhere. So that's fair. It's fair that they did find my ass. Whoa. I wonder what would have happened if I went down to the basement immediately after, like, landing. Because I didn't go down to the basement immediately after landing. I went straight into the clinic room, got it. But the second I got hers, because I know the last time I went to the Pyre first and the Treasury, and when I left those 2 rooms, the prison floor was still up. It didn't go down until after I visited the clinic room. So it makes me wonder what would happen if I'd gone downstairs first. Would that have automatically initiated the confrontation with Stanford? Would I have found it? Would I have found something else? I think I might like do another playthrough at some point on my own and like figure out and like see what that does. I'm screaming right now. Poor Galeb. He didn't ask for any. Oh, he did go in there to assassinate them, so I guess it makes sense. Richard, I'm gonna kick his ass because he's clearly been opening his mouth and talking too damn much. I don't even remember what his questions were. I don't remember what he was asking. I didn't hear a word this man says because I was so busy panicking at the fact that there was a fucking countdown for every options. I don't know what I did or didn't do this entire time. I've just been clicking. So I guess I'll find out when I'm editing. But my God, that was... Whoa. God, Galeb was so pretty. He's gonna... I mean, he's still pretty in the face, but I get the feeling that Stanford is not going to let his face remain that way. Eventually, they're going to get to the face. God, I mean, because me personally, I don't mind the body being a little scarred. It's fine. But his face is so pretty. Let's see what they do to his face. Because Rafa's scarred up, and he's still sexy as hell. So, you know, maybe Galeb can carry a few scars, but they're going to fuck him up. Stanford is going to fuck him up. It's going to be a mess. But let's just... Okay. Whew, success. You... Whew, 1 second. I just need a second. Whoa. Okay. You secretly kept your biometric implant. I did? Oh. So, I guess that's good. I guess that, I'm surprised he didn't see the beeping, but I guess Galeb made it stop at some point. Wow, the fact that he has the kind of like mental fortitude, the mental fortitude to be able to keep the blush of life going while being tortured. Shout out to Galeb. That man's a G. That man's a fucking G. I have so much respect for that man now. Okay, you secretly kept your biometric implant. You didn't reveal anything to Stanford. Damn right. You convinced tertiary Joseph Menneh to help you, and I hope he escapes and joins us because he is in danger because Stanford is looking to, like, dig him out because he already doesn't trust him. So I hope he runs away, and he seems like a guy that likes to learn about shit, so I'm like, he could come join the Camarilla and be like does he have to be a kindred to work in the archives? He gets to do his part and learn and, you know, have fun with his books without having to be involved in the murder of innocent kindred. The sad thing is, like, the Camarilla is not exactly this sweet place either. They're not as bad as the Leopold Society, because their Leopold are just full, like, genocidal maniacs. Camarilla, they're gonna try to justify their murder, but at least they do still commit murder. So I was like, you know, like from lava to a boiling pot. One will be will probably take a little longer, but you know, I don't know. Moving on. You discovered Stanford's location and Counselor Faveron's doubt. Yeah, he seems like he has a plan that she does not agree with. So I'm curious what that is. She doesn't think he's gonna succeed. Well, she's dead now, so it's not like I can ask her. You killed Faveron. I sure did. You killed Gallagher. I sure did. You destroyed books that were highly valuable to Society of Leopold. I sure did. And now I don't feel guilty about it anymore. Sorry, Menneh. I was trying to keep them for you, but after what Galeb just went through, I've earned the destruction of those books. Fuck your books. Fuck your society. Fuck Stanford. I hope those books are ash, and I hope he cries when he sees them, bitch ass. And I hope that he himself has to go down to the Vatican and tell them that he let those books burn or get destroyed on his watch. I hope that shame burns him up from the inside, the fucker. I don't feel bad about those books anymore. You saved the book about the hierarchy of the Society of Leopold from the flames. The one book they probably didn't need. You found all the suspicious items that threatened the masquerade. I did? I only did one thing. I don't remember doing anything else. Whatever, I'm not mad at it. Resonance bonus to my presence, and I got 270 experience, which is great. Hazel sent my ass down here to die. Fuck that bitch. I hope she dies. I hope Stanford dies. I hope Menneh lives and comes to hang out with us. I hope Galeb lives. Even though he'll be brutally scarred and disfigured probably. But you know what? He's one tough ass bitch. Like, that guy is a fucking G, and I so much respect. I hope he lives. I hope Laisha finds her daughter and lives. I hope Richard Dunham dies. Fuck him. Oh, I'm just casually sitting here making a list. I'm just making a list of all the people who I want to see dead by the end of this game. We're halfway through. Between now and the end, my goals are simple. Make sure Stanford dies. Make sure Richard Dunham dies. And if I can't, I don't know if they're gonna let me, but I will definitely try to make sure Hazel Iverson dies. Fuck all of them, bitches. Every single one of them for different reasons, but they're all screwed over my 3 mains for different reasons. And I hope they all eat shit. Like, in hell. They can burn in hell together. I'm so furious. Poor Galeb. That should never happen to... You know what? I need to go to go like spew or whatever the word. I need to go be angry in a corner. I'm gonna go eat food and be furious, and then I still have to edit this. Fuck. Okay. Good. Just bye. Have a good day. Try to feel better. Let's strive to feel better than Galeb feels right now, and let's strive to do as good as Galeb does on a regular basis. My God, that was unexpected. Whew.